When your company's old laptops, servers, and printers finally reach the end of their life, where do they really go? It's so easy to just think of them as junk, right? But that pile of outdated hardware could actually be one of your business's biggest hidden liabilities. So in this explainer, we're going to uncover why secure e-waste management is just so critical, and more importantly, how you can actually protect your business. Let's just start with a number that is kind of staggering. In India, a full 90% of all electronic waste is handled by the informal sector. Just let that sink in for a second. That means no security, no compliance, and absolutely zero accountability. This isn't just some environmental issue. It's a massive, unregulated backdoor straight into your company's most sensitive data. So, to really get a handle on this, here's what we'll cover. First, we'll break down the corporate e-waste problem itself. Then, we'll dive into the specific data and compliance risks you're facing. After that, we'll introduce a partner designed to solve all this, walk through their super simple, audit-ready process, and finally, see why industry leaders are choosing a much more secure path. Okay, let's dive right into the core of the issue, the corporate e-waste problem. We're calling it a hidden liability because that is exactly what it is. It's this unmanaged risk just sitting in storage closets and on loading docks, pretty much just waiting to cause a massive problem. This whole situation creates what you could call a chain of risk. See, the moment you hand over your old tech to some unverified handler, you lose all control. Poof, there's no audit trail, no guarantee your sensitive data is actually destroyed, and absolutely no proof you're meeting environmental standards. It just becomes this complete black box of liability. And that broken chain of accountability, well, it leads us directly to our next point, the very, very real compliance and data risks your company is facing. So what's really at stake here? The consequences are serious, they're tangible, and they can hit your bottom line hard. First up, and this is the big one, data breaches. Just think about what's on a typical company laptop or a server. You've got financial records, employee PII, client data, intellectual property. The list goes on. In the wrong hands, a single one of those discarded hard drives can become a catastrophic and incredibly expensive data leak, destroying customer trust in an instant. Then you've got the whole issue of ESG noncompliance. Today, stakeholders, investors, auditors, they all demand proof of responsible corporate citizenship. If you can't produce the paperwork showing where your e-waste went and how it was handled, well, your sustainability reports are incomplete, and you fail a really critical part of your ESG commitment. And finally, let's talk money, the financial risk. E-waste isn't just plastic. It contains valuable metals like copper and aluminum. Informal channels, they often use these opaque and, let's be honest, inaccurate weighing methods. So that means you're not only failing on compliance, but you're also losing potential revenue from your discarded assets. It is a total lose-lose situation. All of this really boils down to one crucial question you have to ask your organization. Is your old IT hardware a final asset that needs to be securely managed? Or is it just a ticking time bomb of liability? So how in the world do you defuse that bomb? Well, you do it by working with a partner that is dedicated to turning that liability back into a secure, compliant, and sustainable process. So let's introduce Axis Green Cycle. Their mission directly addresses every single risk we've just talked about. See, the goal isn't just to get rid of your old tech, it's to do it securely, transparently, and responsibly. It's a process that's really designed from the ground up to deliver complete peace of mind. And they pull this off through a really comprehensive suite of services. Just notice how these directly map to all the risks. For data security, they offer Blanco-grade data erasure and even on-site hard drive destruction. For compliance, they provide the ESG reports and all the necessary documentation. It really is an end-to-end solution. Now, you might be thinking, okay, a process this secure has to be super complex, right? But it's actually designed to be the exact opposite. Let's take a look at their simple, audit-ready process that takes you from pickup to paperwork completely hassle-free. It really just boils down to 3 straightforward steps. 1, a professional team inspects and picks up your assets, usually within 72 hours. 2, everything gets processed securely at a certified facility, with guaranteed data erasure and totally transparent weighing. And 3, this is the crucial part, all the documentation, we're talking erasure certificates, disposal certificates, weight summaries, all of it is delivered right to you. That's what creates that unbreakable audit trail. So why are compliance-driven leaders choosing a partner like this? Let's dig into what really makes the difference here. The choice becomes incredibly clear when you just lay it out side by side. On one hand, you've got informal handlers offering high data risk, no audit trail, and zero compliance. And on the other, a certified partner gives you guaranteed data erasure, a full audit trail, and an ESG-ready process. The contrast is, well, it's night and day. And look, these aren't just features, they are solid guarantees. That 72-hour pickup means your assets aren't just sitting around creating risk. The zero landfill policy ensures you're being environmentally responsible. And that audit-ready documentation, that is your ultimate proof of compliance. This is all about reliability you can actually count on. And who relies on this kind of service? Well, it's the sectors where compliance and data security are completely non-negotiable. We're talking IT companies refreshing servers, banks getting rid of old ATMs and drives, hotels managing huge renovations, and healthcare facilities that have to protect patient data. They all require a process that is absolutely airtight. Their vision really goes beyond just disposal, though. It's about becoming a long-term sustainability partner, helping companies participate in the circular economy, but responsibly. This is all about building a more sustainable and secure future for corporate assets. So, what's the first step you can take? To help you get started, there's a really practical tool available, a free corporate e-waste and metal disposal compliance checklist. It's a super simple way to start assessing your own processes and maybe identifying some of those potential gaps. This really just leaves us with one final crucial thought. The next time you look at a room full of outdated equipment, don't just see old tech. See your company's data, its ESG goals, and its reputation all tied up in there. The ultimate question really is this: when your assets reach their end of life, is your company's reputation truly protected?